China has categorically stated that enough is enough and ceasefire need to take place now. China has joined countless number of countries to draft out a resolution at the United Nations Assembly. But this draft resolution was vetoed by the United States of America because they don't want the war to stop. They want Israel to completely dominate Gaza Strip, and they keep sending ammunitions to Israel. But after seeing the devastation on Israel, China has called for immediate ceasefire, and you know that China has the tools to enforce what they say. They can immediately place an economic sanctions on Israel, and that will be devastating for Israel. Stay with us to the end to find out what China is doing to stop Israel war on Gaza. Hello and welcome back to Innovative Check YouTube channel, where we delve into the innovative and transformative projects changing our world. If you're new to the channel and enjoy learning about innovation stories around the world, you've come to the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to help boost our videos on YouTube. In a significant development, China's ambassador to the United Nations openly declared enough is enough, marking a poignant moment during a Security Council visit to the heavily impacted Gaza Strip. This statement came in the wake of the U.S. vetoing a proposed Security Council resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire amidst ongoing Israeli military actions in Gaza, which have led to widespread displacement and a staggering loss of life. Just a quick reminder to hit the like button below. YouTube has been restricting my videos a lot recently because of bots, so your like does help out this video massively in terms of the algorithm in YouTube. The scale of the devastation is evident, with reports indicating that the conflict has resulted in over 18,000 fatalities. This grave situation prompted a dozen envoys from the UN Security Council, organized by the United Arab Emirates, to visit Rafah in the Gaza Strip, only days after Secretary General Antonio Guterres highlighted the dire situation, with thousands in Gaza facing extreme hardship and starvation. This visit underscores the support from a majority of UN-member states for an immediate and lasting ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, the militant group in control of Gaza. The urgency of the situation is further magnified by the deteriorating conditions for Gaza's 2.3 million residents. After a briefing in Al-Arish by the UN-Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, about the situation in Gaza, the envoys proceeded to Rafah, located 30 miles away. China's UN representative, Zhang Jun, when asked about countries opposing a ceasefire in Gaza, succinctly stated, "Enough is enough," reflecting a growing impatience with the ongoing conflict. This sentiment was echoed by Ecuador's UN representative, José de la Gasca, who, after the UNRWA briefing, remarked on the harsh reality on the ground, emphasizing the need for actionable steps to address the situation. The Israeli military response has been intense, with air and ground offensives in retaliation for the October 7 attack by Hamas, which Israel claims resulted in significant casualties and hostage-taking. Gaza's health authorities report approximately 18,000 deaths and over 49,500 injuries due to the Israeli attacks, painting a picture of widespread devastation and human suffering. The plight of Gaza's residents is heart-wrenching, with most of the 2.3 million population displaced from their homes. UNRWA chief Felipe Lazzarini described the situation as an implosion of civil order, with desperate Gazans, some of whom haven't eaten for days, looting aid centers and intercepting aid trucks in a bid to secure supplies for their families. The scarcity of assistance has led to rampant hunger, with many residents left with no option but to sleep on concrete. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. Despite the limited humanitarian aid and fuel deliveries that have crossed into Gaza via the Rafah crossing, it falls drastically short of meeting the basic needs of the population. The Security Council is currently negotiating a UN-drafted resolution that seeks to facilitate aid access and establish a UN-run aid monitoring mechanism in Gaza. Secretary General Guterres has warned the Security Council about the global threat to peace and security posed by the conflict and criticized its failure to facilitate a humanitarian ceasefire. The upcoming UN General Assembly meeting, called upon by Arab and Muslim states, is set to discuss and possibly vote on a resolution demanding an immediate humanitarian ceasefire. The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reported that while 100 trucks carrying humanitarian supplies entered Gaza from Egypt, this number is significantly lower than the pre-conflict daily average. Notably, certain items, including solar panels and an ultrasound machine, have been banned from entry into Gaza by Israel, citing reasons related to their electrical nature and metal content. The ongoing situation in Gaza remains a critical issue of international concern, with various diplomatic efforts underway to seek a resolution and provide much-needed relief to the affected population. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza, exacerbated by the ongoing conflict and the resultant blockade, presents a complex and multifaceted challenge. The blockade enforced by Israel severely restricts the movement of people and goods into and out of Gaza, compounding the suffering of its residents. This situation has led to a significant shortage of essential supplies, including food, medical equipment, and fuel, further deteriorating the living conditions in the region. The international community's response to the crisis in Gaza has been varied. While some countries have called for an immediate ceasefire and the lifting of the blockade, others have been more cautious in their approach, often citing security concerns. The United States, traditionally a close ally of Israel, has faced criticism for its stance, particularly in light of its veto of the Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire. This action has been perceived by some as a tacit approval of the Israeli offensive, raising questions about the role of international politics in humanitarian crises. The impact of the conflict on the civilian population in Gaza cannot be overstated. The high number of casualties, including a significant proportion of women and children, has raised serious concerns about the proportionality and necessity of the Israeli military actions. International humanitarian law dictates that all parties in a conflict must distinguish between combatants and civilians and take all feasible precautions to avoid or minimize civilian casualties. The reports from Gaza suggest a distressing level of destruction and loss of life, raising questions about compliance with these legal norms. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. The situation in Gaza also highlights the broader issues related to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The blockade of Gaza, which has been in place since 2007, is often cited as a major obstacle to peace and a significant contributor to the humanitarian crisis in the region. The blockade restricts not only the flow of goods, but also the movement of people, severely impacting the economy and the quality of life of Gaza's residents. The international community, including the United Nations, has repeatedly called for the lifting of the blockade, arguing that it constitutes a form of collective punishment against the civilian population, which is prohibited under international law. The role of Hamas in Gaza adds another layer of complexity to the situation. As the de facto governing authority in the region, Hamas is responsible for the welfare of Gaza's residents. However, its designation as a terrorist organization by several countries, including the United States and the European Union, complicates efforts to provide aid and negotiate a ceasefire. The presence of armed groups in densely populated civilian areas also raises concerns about the use of human shields and the difficulty of distinguishing between military and civilian targets in such environments. The international response to the crisis in Gaza is further complicated by the political dynamics in the Middle East. The region's history is marked by long-standing conflicts and rivalries, which often influence the positions of different countries on issues such as the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Additionally, the involvement of external powers, including the United States, Russia, and China, adds another dimension to the diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis. These powers often have their own strategic interests in the region, which can impact their approach to the conflict and their willingness to support certain resolutions or actions. The situation in Gaza underscores the need for a comprehensive approach to conflict resolution that addresses the underlying causes of the conflict. This includes not only immediate measures to alleviate the humanitarian crisis, but also long-term strategies to resolve the political issues at the heart of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The international community, including the United Nations, has a crucial role to play in facilitating dialogue and negotiations between the parties, as well as in providing humanitarian assistance and supporting reconstruction efforts. The crisis in Gaza is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the importance of international cooperation in addressing humanitarian emergencies. The international community must work together to find a sustainable solution to the conflict, one that respects the rights and aspirations of all parties involved and ensures the dignity and safety of the civilian population. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your thoughts and questions on this complex and vital subject. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence. Your subscriptions and likes motivate us to generate more content, so please keep supporting us. Check out this video showing on your screen right now, and I will see you on the other side.